You see somebody on TV and then you think they're rich. It's not true. Fame does not equal money.
There's no way in the world I'm ever going to be able to sell anything if Cardi B and her 30 million is also saying the same thing.
He hated being poor.
Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us.
He's right. And y'all make it hard on smaller creators like ours.
I'm going to say it 2 more times. Breaking news. Quickest to 10 million likes in TikTok Shop Live ever.
Was going over there to Africa. They already had put it out there. They're going out there to sell cats. Celebrities are broke, okay? So do not be surprised Sweetie is a yacht girl. Do not be surprised Ashanti is a retired white yacht girl, okay? If y'all watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, when Phaedra, Portia, and all of them was going over there to Africa, they already had put it out there. They're going out there to sell cats. They're going out there to keep up with the Joneses, right? You got to go out there with the scammers, right? To come back with them African-American dollars, right? But yes, a lot of these celebrities be broke. That's why they on social media like us. That's why they on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was just regular people doing podcasts. But shit, all the celebrities are doing podcasts because these networks ain't paying, right? The entertainment ain't selling how it used to. It's like new platforms out here. They don't make money from radio and TV shows like they used to do, right? So now they go on platforms like us. So just look at these celebrities as 9-to-5s. They just some 9-to-5 people. You know what I'm saying? They got to get it how they can to keep up with the lifestyle they've been presenting to you since day one. They can't go live a regular lifestyle. Then y'all don't really be calling them broke. So you got to do what you got to do to make measures meet.
You know what's sad is that she doesn't understand that you have to do something different, right? What I mean is, like, certain people will look down on YouTube, but media is the new king. It's always been that way for a while. Ever since YouTube got popular, content has been king. Like, look at your top YouTubers. People know them more a lot of times, or they get more respect or more worship, actually, which is not good, than your famous celebrities, right? Like even Donald Trump. I hate to bring that up because, people, Donald Trump, he's doing American song. No, he didn't. But what he used to get elected was he used people on TikTok, people on YouTube, people on social media, because that's the way now. And some people are broke. I will say that some people are dead broke, and some people are going to celebrity for that reason. So you will never know. Like, you never know who's struggling or who's winning, but some people are choosing it and it's the right route. So you never know. But I know this, a lot of these female celebrities are struggling. I saw recent talks about even Nicki Minaj, and you look at her album sales, right? She's not selling like she used to. Times are hard. Things aren't easy.
Hold up. Okay, hold up. What do you mean that a judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion to pay a security guard's judgment? I have two questions. One, is this the reason why Nicki Minaj was speaking on behalf of Trump last week? And two, since when does Nicki Minaj not have $20 million to pay? To the point where a judge has to step in and force her to sell one of her mansions in order to pay off the settlement to one of the cases that she lost. Since when? Now, you can go and look up the information for yourself because I don't do that lying stuff. However, I'm reading from an article on Rolling Stone. It states right here that a Los Angeles judge on Monday said that she's on the brink of ordering the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million Hidden Hills home so a security guard could collect on the $500,000 default judgment that he won after suing the Barbie World rapper and her husband over the alleged backstage assault that took place at a concert in Germany. A judge is literally on the brink of forcing Nicki Minaj to sell her $20 million mansion to pay a $500,000 settlement. You mean to tell me you don't have $500,000, Nicki? Where's the money? Or did Sue take all of it? And the Los Angeles judge who's in control of all of this is saying that this is literally what she's looking to do. She just wants to make sure that she gets it right. That the only outstanding document in the application that forces the home sale was a statement from Bank of America showing exactly how much of Minaj's $13.3 million mortgage she's paid off already since purchasing the home back in October 22. In quotations from the judge, let's say there's no bidder who offers the full $20 million. And then it goes up in auction and they don't find a fair market value and it doesn't cover everything, right? This is the judge giving the hypothetical. If it doesn't cover everything, what the sale is required to cover, including the judgment in the instance, then I would use that evidence to help me determine that. I guess if she's not able to actually, the sale from the house is not able to actually generate what is needed for the settlement that is supposed to be awarded to the security guard of whom her husband assaulted back in January, then I guess she's going to figure out how much more of her finances the judge is able to actually get into as far as Nicki Minaj. That's my guess. But again, Nicki, you don't have $500,000? You don't have $500,000, Nicki. To the point where a judge is literally on the brinks of forcing you to sell your $20 million home? You don't have $500 million, and now what Cardi said is starting to check out. It's starting to check out. That man is depleting you of all of your funding. He's literally robbing you blind, and he's probably keeping you understand, incapacitated so that he's able to do that. The fact that it was Cardi who let you know that your cards was being touched, and now this? You see, the Barbs, as delusional as some of them can be, a lot of them stated that the true demise was going to come after you marrying that man. And I think it's here.
Only way I felt about that is Cardi B faced the same fate with Offset. He wasn't as bad, but I'll say this. Nicki Minaj actually is leaving a lot of money on the table doing TikTok shop. Why do I say that? Like, for instance, my wife, she's getting more popular on TikTok, right? She can't monetize her TikTok in the Philippines, but once she gets to the point where she's like 100,000 subs, we're going to start going live. We're going to start pushing products. Why? I saw one lady, she has maybe close to 1 million subs in the Philippines, and she sells hair products. She sold like 100,000 worth in like 3 hours. Yeah, that's serious money. I see people selling products all the time, and they sell 200,000 worth, or they come out with another product and sell 100,000 worth. If they don't do a TikTok shop, they're actually leaving money on the table. Watch what I'm talking about.
I'm going to say it 2 more times. Breaking news. Quickest to 10 million likes in TikTok shop live ever. I'm going to say it again. Breaking news. Quickest to 10 million likes in a TikTok shop live No, so y'all, I cannot believe this. And then, hi Pink Jerome, hi Always Love Nikki, hi Just Malik, hi Demonogram.
So I seen this girl make a video and she was like, why she see an influx of celebrities on TikTok shop? And that's because they broke for real.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know why we're shocked. Because they've gotten on every podcast, they've gotten on every interview, they've gotten on Instagram, Facebook, all platforms of social media, and told y'all 70 million different ways that your favorite celebrities are broke. Everybody broke in Hollywood. That's literally what all the celebrities have said. They are all robbing Peter to pay Paul, and then slapping Paul upside the head to go back and pay Peter. Right? So like, that's the reason why you've seen them on TikTok. They have to offset it somewhere. Right? They got to diversify their palettes somewhere, because Hollywood itself ain't checking for them right now. On top of the fact we are in an anti-DEI wave. If you look like me, if you're brown, if you're Asian, if you're queer, you not getting booked for real. Not like that. I'm not saying that you can't get booked, and I'm not saying that they aren't getting booked, because like I said, Amber Riley has a show coming out in the CW. But let's also not pretend that, like, even Issa Rae said it. She was talking with Kev on stage. Right? Was it Kev on stage? It was Kev on stage. It was Kev on stage. Okay. Yeah. It was Kev on stage. And she was sitting there saying the same thing. She like, it's not. So yeah, you gonna see them on TikTok Shop, because they gotta find something to do, because their bill's a little more expensive than you and I. Right? Because they gotta pretend that they can afford them houses. Because a lot of Hollywood is pretending to keep up with the Joneses and things of that nature. So they gotta keep the charade going. So that's why they gonna charade on this here app and get y'all to buy stuff. Right? That's it. Ain't no secret. Everybody poor, everybody struggling. And that should let you know that if the motherfucker who is on, if you turn on your, you gonna have to deal with that glitch. But if you see a motherfucker screen and then you log onto your TikTok and you see that same motherfucker trying to sell you a protractor, a ruler, a course, and some tummy time tea, guess what? That's how you know they broke for it. But Chris Brown is the first person that come to mind. I think you should try this, Chrissy Pooh. I think you should. Because I know that you sick of gyrating on that stage. I know you tired of it. You ain't got to lie to me. Lie to somebody who believe you, right? So I know you should get on here to offset it. Like, you get on live and you could, do all them little gyrating moves that send the girlies into a tussle, you know what I'm saying? And then when you need a moment to go, you see how I just did that real smooth? Didn't nobody know. You could pretend it's one of them lock moves. You could pretend you're doing a Michael Jackson move terribly. Like, right? Like, I'm trying to help you, man. I don't think you could pay your actual rent with this, but I definitely think you could pay your light bill. I definitely think you could pay your light bill with this. This where it be at, right? But also don't actually sing for real. Don't sing for real. Like, just put your put the edited vocals and then you lip sync, because when I'm scrolling, I don't want to accidentally see it and then my ears start bleeding. I don't want that to happen. So please, if you could, thank you.
Like, she talked about Chris Brown, and I don't know about that one, because people like him, Usher, they're fans. Like, their shows, they actually do performances. So that's why people are not going to see actors, because they don't do performances. But somebody in music, they're doing performances and dancing on girls, and he's charging girls like $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 to meet him backstage. Chris Brown is making that moonyon. But let's keep moving.
I've seen another creator talking about why is big celebrities starting to do TikTok Shop. I love my glasses. Y'all see my glasses? Oh, I love them. But anyway, she's right. And y'all make it hard on smaller creators like ourselves, because you already a celebrity and you gonna stand out, and people gonna order something because it's you, because you a celebrity and that celebrity had it. You know what I'm saying? And even if y'all are smaller celebrities, you know what I'm saying, y'all still, people know who you are. And I feel like that makes it hard for smaller people like myself and other people. That's why, it's hard for us to make money, because y'all making all the money. Y'all have other ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? Go do an interview. Somebody want to hear whatever you got to say. But that's what's going on, I feel like, on TikTok. Y'all know how much money that those celebrities was getting paid? They was getting paid $20,000, $30,000 a month. You know how much that TikTok could take that money, and not just TikTok Shop, even getting paid to do 1 minute long videos and stretch that money around to so many people. Y'all celebrities are very money hungry. I understand it's there, and if you could make it, you could make it. But I got some celebrities. You think Jay-Z doing TikTok Shop? I know those are big celebrities, but leave y'all greedy. Leave that for the regular people. Y'all already got money. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. Look at my glasses. Stop playing. J-Lo.
No. It doesn't work like that. I mean, to tell you the truth, I understand. I said before, they're leaving a bag on the table. You see so many people trying to come into YouTube now. Kevin Hart been doing it, right? He realized, he saw the wave. Certain people see the wave. Shannon Sharp, they see the wave and they're jumping on. I knew this wave for the longest time. I've been on YouTube since 2015. Actually, before that, I was on YouTube around when it first started. I had the Get It Out marketing group, my boy. And yeah, I had a YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for the longest time. I'm talking about, when was this? 2008? Yeah, I've been having YouTube channels since 2008. This is the way.
Absolutely correct, 100%.
Are in a recession, and usually there are a lot of recession indicators that like we can see on a day-to-day basis, but there are a couple of indices that are actually studied that are crazy indicators of when we are in economic downturn. One is the stripper index, and this is really the correlation between strippers making money and them not making money when discretionary spending has reduced as a function of economic downturn and people just not having as much money to spend on the activities of strip clubs. If you're someone that works in the entertainment industry, I would love to know if your numbers have been taking a little dip as a function of the economic climate that we're in. Another indicator is called the lipstick index. This one is particularly tracked by our beauty sales. So it is known that when recessions happen, people start to switch their larger purchases for smaller luxury feeling purchases such as lipstick, beauty products, skincare, etc. We saw this particularly during COVID when beauty really took off. That's where everybody was spending their money. It was skincare, it was all the things because you couldn't go outside to spend your money on anything else. Also, buying a $10, $20, $30 skincare activity makes you feel a little better when you're not able to really splurge on the larger purchases that you'd like to spend on over time. Let me know what other recession indicators you've been seeing.
Today we are going to talk about Nicki Minaj, who takes to Twitter that Jay-Z owes her $200 million on a title deal. And I know y'all guys are shocked on how does a celebrity like Nicki Minaj have to go back and forth about her masters, her money, and all her tea, but this is the inside job of what corporations, aka labels, do to the artist. Meanwhile, on the outside looking in, y'all guys are thinking, oh my god, she's living her best life, she's gallivanting, but sis is out on $200 million. And let's think about Nicki Minaj's overhead, okay? We already know she's living in a mansion in Beverly Hills. We already know she's traveling. We already know what she's doing. So we already know that the overhead is really high. And sis needs her money, okay? So where's her money? What happened? What happened in the deal? Allegedly, Jay-Z sold Tidal off, okay, and got a $300 million deal when he sold off the title. And allegedly, Nicki Minaj only got a 3% kickback, okay? Allegedly. Also, rumors are speculating that Mr. Carter, the other Carter, Wayne, also sold off her tea and is out another $100 million. And so y'all guys sit here and y'all guys think to yourself, like, what's the tea? The math is math and the math is adding up. Also, everyone's alleging that she was on Twitter on the booger sugar, but girl, listen, I'm a Barbiana all hands down, girl. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be mad too about $200 million. Let's clock the tea, okay? Let's call a spade a spade. Where's my sister's money? Bring it up. Again, it's never what it appears to be. It's smoke and mirror, especially when it comes to celebrities. Y'all guys think that their lives are, oh my god, rainbows and sunshine. But this is the reality of what goes on behind the scenes. Clock it. Also, notice when they start speaking that their accounts start to get hacked. Like, things start to happen. I mean, let's not talk about what happened to Whitney Houston when she wanted her catalog. Anyways, everything that I'm saying is alleged, okay?
Big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. The fact that we're up, there's a whole entire team behind us. They have to get paid. So when you hear someone saying, oh, such and such made $10 million, no, that's not, that didn't make it to their account. Know that off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. That's right. Okay? So do the math. Now we have 5 million. Your team is getting 30% or whatever your team is off of what you grossed. Sometimes not more. After what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Starting to think that the music industry and the celebs that are in it have been fooling us all this time. I do not think any of them have money at all. I mean, cash poor type shit. And there's a good reason for that. People like Gucci and Christian Dior and Louis Vuitton, they are the Rolex and the Bentleys of the fashion industry. So they do not need a celebrity to showcase their latest design to sell it. They don't. So when you see these rappers and singers and stuff in the music industry showing their clothes and their houses and all that stuff, I really think they're getting all that stuff on credit. And the music industry is like, you work for me, we give you all these gifts. Why do you think so many people are in some real contracts right now? And also, in our community, We always talk about if we had millions of dollars, how we would buy up the block, how we would help our people and stuff. And you don't see them doing that. And people think it's because they're selfish. No, I think it's because they are cash poor and they really cannot help you. It brings me to this. The music industry is very successful in creating images into demeaning us in every single way, and they profit and make lots of money off of that, and we buy into that every time we support them. To us, it's just entertainment, but it really is a real life plan. Now, why would little old me feel this way? Because none of it makes sense. I'm telling you, they are a walking billboard for companies to get black dollars. And why? Because nobody in the entire world spends like black people. No matter how broke we are, no matter if the rent needs to get paid, nothing matters when it comes to us getting them dollars to look good and to look like we also have the celebrity lifestyle. Like, it's all a plan, all of it. It's so you can be broke, so they can get the cash from you that they're not getting. Now, I know that may sound crazy, but I was thinking about that last night. I'm like, something just is not right here. And then when you think of C-list and D-list rappers and stuff like that, it's not that their music is trash. They try to make it seem like, oh, they just aren't relevant anymore. No, the talent is still there and always have been. The problem is if a brand isn't able to use them to further push whatever agenda they got going on, none of us black folks is going to want to buy into whatever that rapper or whoever, whatever they're selling. If they cannot use you, they don't want you. And I think that time tells us, even with the government, if they cannot use you, you do not have nothing to give them at all. You serve them no purpose. So once again, these companies are the Bentley and Rolexes of the entertainment world and the fashion world and all of the government. They do not need no advertisement. So all this false narrative of, oh, they're just advertising this and they give celebrities free stuff here and now, they know they're giving them shit all the time because they're not actually physically paying them with cash. They're getting our black dollars. Let that sit. So in short, the music industry and celebs and designer brands are in cahoots with each other to make it look like they're getting money to buy those expensive things, but it's really just a marketing plan to take our money. Nobody's paying money like black people. Peace.
Cardi B said the reason she out here working like she broke is because she hated when she was.
I really hated being poor. And I used to say, is that I refuse to have kids and raise them in the hood.
I definitely feel where she coming from. I started working 3 jobs as soon as I turned 15. I was like, I don't even want them for my birthday. Just take me to go get a work permit. Because I realized early on, if you want nice things in life, you're going to have to work for that. You have to work for it. But if it ain't handed to you, you got to get it out the mud. That's some New York shit right there. Like, the women definitely are hustlers. She also talked about working so hard because she wanted to give her kids something. She said she did not want them growing up in the hood. And her reasoning behind it was very funny to me.
Like, boys too in the hood, they're a little faster. So, you will be walking down the block and the typical little bad boy, he'll slap your ass out of nowhere. He'll slap your ass out of nowhere. You start arguing with him, he'll smack the shit out of your face. That's how a lot of boys in the Bronx are. They're very aggressive.
But at the same time too, them kids in them private schools be just as wild, if not worse. So don't always just assume they okay because they ain't in private school. Them kids, they be on one. If anything, they just got more of their parents' resources to be even more wild. And one thing Cardi B touched on that I 100% agree with is one thing about growing up with absolutely nothing is you gonna come out having a great personality. Personality A1. Personality A1 because what else I'm gonna do? I'm hungry. I gotta laugh.
Boys or girls, they used to make fun of certain things. Like, you look at your shoes, they're leaning. Look at your hair is never not done. I used to go home and I used to go in the mirror and practice my jokes. And the next day, I will be like, all right, I can't wait till he flame me. I got a joke or two for him.
Y'all think Cardi B gonna bring back the hump ponytail? Like in high school, everybody was getting hump ponytails. Like everybody. Hump ponytails, laser belts, and Rockaware. That was it. So seeing her with it made me be like, I do miss those. They do, you know what I mean? But if you got a big forehead, it can just extend that motherfucker up.
Content creator on here the other day complaining that Cardi B is on TikTok Shop. And Cardi B was advertising something that this particular affiliate creator was also having in her TikTok shop. So she was saying, there's no way in the world I'm ever going to be able to sell anything if Cardi B and her 30 million, however many followers she has, is also saying the same thing. Now, I have to be honest, I beg to differ. Hear me out. Beyonce sells t-shirts. The Gap sells t-shirts. Everybody gets what they need, okay? Cardi B sells records. Bia sells records. Some go number one, some don't. There's always going to be competition in capitalism. I don't think there's a space that we're not going to bump up against that. Now, apparently, previously TikTok has said that they weren't going to have celebrities. Well, they lied. The economy's in shambles. Mariah Carey's doing distasteful ads for Sephora. And Cardi B's on TikTok Shop. Everybody's trying to make a buck. But the way I look at it is, honestly, it could be a good thing. Because celebrity endorsement often reinforces what people want. If they see Cardi B in it and then they see you in it on your page, what's to say that your video is not going to be the one that takes them over the edge? Everyone is not celebrity influence. Now, I'm saying this as somebody who works in media, who started as a commercial agent over 20 years ago. There's a difference between a celebrity buyout, a real person, residuals. So I'm certain whatever deal Cardi B got structured to get her on the TikTok Shop to begin with is not even the same playing field as you and I, because she is a novelty in this space, because she is a celebrity who sells very well, by the way. So the same way in which commercial spots run different people sometimes for the same products, that's us. It's the free market that we've asked for. We're here. We're in it. I'm not necessarily intimidated by Cardi B. I think that it is a sign of the times that celebrities are on here. But it's not surprising because Cardi B is somebody that licenses her name, that is super active on social media, who actually got her start on social media. I was following Cardi B when she had 1 million Instagram followers before she even got to Love and Marriage Hip Hop. So I am a longtime Cardi B stan. And this is the space that she operates in. Personally, I welcome her. But if you guys have different thoughts, let me know.
I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen all this rhetoric going around about how celebrities are going broke, right? Like Beyonce releasing a new album right after her tour and releasing new products. Kylie Jenner's releasing brand after brand after brand. And a lot of people keep referring to this as rich people broke, which, by the way, is a term I've never heard until I've used this app. And first of all, I'm just going to start off by saying, personally, I feel like rich people broke is a privilege in its own right. Like being able to be not just broke, but rich people broke, aka sell one of your mansions, sell your private jet, and you probably would be better off financially. That's a privilege. And it's a privilege I wish I had. Like, can I be rich people broke, please?
Are most celebrities set for life financially? I also feel like that's another false narrative. I've been trying to say this and I don't think people understand. I didn't understand when I was younger. I did not get it. You see somebody on TV and then you think they're rich. It's not true. Fame does not equal money. It just doesn't. Especially like back in the day, like reality TV stars, we thought they were just rolling in the dough because of like the lifestyle that they put on the shows and everything. And I was like, but that's production. That stuff is being produced out. And that person is just getting paid per episode of the show, which sometimes isn't that much money. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I think it's not even about giving people grace. I think it's just like, don't conflate those two things because they just don't. They're not the same.
So you mean to tell me that all these celebrities are now having orange carts up under their goddamn videos and going live doing TikTok shop? It's giving greedy. It's giving I don't give a f. Last time I checked, bro, y'all don't need no TikTok shop money. Y'all shouldn't even be on TikTok shop. Y'all got plenty of money, plenty of other shit to do. Y'all got music, y'all got brand deals, y'all got all kind of shit. So why the f y'all on TikTok shop taking money away from small creators like myself. I seen the Brad and Judy. I seen Cardi B, Kylie Jenner. I seen so many celebrities at this point on this app doing TikTok shop, and it's not okay. We need to start blocking their ass. Any celebrity that has a TikTok shop, because all they're doing is capitalizing off of their name, because they know, hey, if my name is attached to it, they're gonna buy it because I'm a celebrity, and that's not fucking fair. It's not. Y'all taking away from the people that actually need this. Yo bad, not mine.
Celebrities are ruining TikTok. They are ruining TikTok, and it's like, I get it. I get as a celebrity, you have to keep up with the social media platforms to stay relevant. You know, it is your job, right? I get that. But TikTok shop? TikTok shop? I am so confused with all these celebrities now promoting on TikTok shop. I'm just like, I'm sorry, but like, not to be a hater. Not to be a hater if it comes off that way. But I'm not buying nothing that you're selling. I just don't trust it. Like, it's one thing if you're doing TikTok shop for Fashion Nova, okay, because we know every celebrity has a Fashion Nova deal. Or maybe even like Fenty, right? But you want me to buy, you know, a strapless bra and you have a boob job? No, ma'am. You want me to buy toner pads, but you're a millionaire who probably gets $500 facials on the side, but you don't mention that in your videos. You just act like a toner pad healed you. You want me to buy these lip glosses that look like they've been drop shipped? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Just post the little vlogs, promote your music, promote whatever, you know, be relatable, but don't take it too far.
Winter is here.